My goal in life, as of today, is to some way, somehow afford an Elvis jumpsuit. That is my goal in life. I want to be able to go to Graceland or email or call or whatever I got to do to get my hands on an Elvis jumpsuit. I want an all white one. I'll take one of the blue ones, but I would prefer the white and gold one. If there's any way that I could buy one, I want one. I want that. I want a Michael Jackson glove. I want a Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar. I want the wooden chipped one with the missing string. That's the one I want. I want a Hendrix guitar. I'm just gonna have a memorabilia room in my house one day, and in the middle, I want to have Michael Jackson's glove on one side, Elvis jumpsuit on the other side, and I want it in a glass case with the spotlight on it. Just how it would be in a museum. That's how I want it. Welcome back to the Double MB Mob channel. Today we are back with the King, Mr. King Presley, Elvis Presley. This is You've Lost That Loving Feeling. So, this is the second song from the Righteous Brothers that Elvis has performed. So clearly he was a Righteous Brothers fan. We know Elvis did a bunch of covers, but this is the second from the Righteous Brothers, because we all saw the Unchained Melody, and we saw and we're seeing this one. So y'all know how much I love the Righteous Brothers, so it makes perfect sense. But it's really no style that Elvis can't do, but I just find that very interesting that somebody who is very performance based, like Elvis has a lot of songs where he's really just showcasing his voice, and he's just singing, but somebody who's such a great performer, like usually I haven't seen an entire Elvis Presley show, like just from beginning to end, like an entire concert, but it seems as though his set has a lot of slow parts. And when I mean slow, I just mean in tempo, like the lights are down and him just on the piano singing, or him just singing. But he's known as such a great performer, so I just find that very, very interesting. But this is You've Lost That Loving Feeling. I'm sitting here looking at the thumbnail. He has that amazing band and orchestra behind him. I can't really make out Sissy Houston right now, but I'm always excited when I see Elvis with his band, because they are phenomenal. Ronnie Toot, I hope I pronounced his name right. He's amazing on the drums. Amazing. So I'm really excited to see and hear this, and I'm so happy to be back with the King. So let's go. That bass line. Boom, boom.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's no tenderness like before in your fingertips.
Yeah.
You're trying hard not to show it, baby. But baby, I know it. You lost that loving feeling. Whoa. gone, gone, gone. Whoa, yeah.
Come on.
And there's no tenderness in your eyes when I reach out for you. Girl, you're starting to criticize every little thing I do. It makes me just feel like crying, baby. 'Cause baby, something beautiful dying. You lost that love and feeling. Whoa, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa.
So real quick, somebody said do one pause of video. So I'm gonna try to stick with that. That's actually a great idea. And I'm gonna try to remember everything. So for starters, I love the production in this. I love how it started with just like a spotlight on the bass, but it was just on the bass guitar in his hands. Like it was, you couldn't see anybody's face, and then the back of Elvis' head. I just love that in and of itself. I know I pay attention to probably too much, but I love that production. And then once they came out, the lights came up. I love that. And the bass line is amazing. Ronnie to it, phenomenal. Drums, like I love. It's something about the way, and I say this every time I hear Elvis with his orchestra and the band. Ronnie is very, like, I don't know how to describe him. He's a phenomenal drummer. I just leave it at that. But I really love his sound, and it's a perfect mesh with Elvis' voice for some reason. I don't know why, but the drums just complement his voice so well to me. I don't know why. The backup singing, phenomenal. And it's something else I wanted to mention. I love his performance to this song because obviously, as we've seen, the Righteous Brothers, just in general, the way they perform is just stand up, sing, look at the crowd, and sing that song. Elvis, just being the showman that he is just a little bit more pizzazz and spice to it. I really enjoy how Elvis has taken all of these songs and does what he does. Nothing about this reminds me of the Righteous Brothers. I would have thought this was a completely different song if I hadn't heard the Righteous Brothers version. And I love that. I love how he is inspired by something, but he understands who he is and what he does, and he does that. Because as we all know, a lot of people try to do something that they really can't do and end up looking stupid. So I appreciate him staying real to himself and performing how he performs. I love that.
Baby, I'd get down on my knees for you.
Yeah.
The suit wasn't too tight. If you would only love me like you used to do. Yeah. We had a love you on fire every day.
Love them back and forth. Yeah.
So don't Don't take it away.
It almost sound like a choir.
Listen to me, talking to me. Bring back that love and feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, that love and feeling.
Come on.
Bring back that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone. And I can't go on. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Beautiful. 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 I love how he puts his own style on these songs. I love it. Back to them backup vocals real quick. It's like what, 10 of them? They sounded like a choir. It sounded like it was 50 of them. They sounded amazing. And I love Elvis. One, yes, I love Elvis, but I'm trying to do better with y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get better with explaining how I feel about these videos, because y'all know I be all over the place. I love how Elvis gives everybody a moment to shine throughout his performances. Everybody. Like I said, the bass has a moment where it shines. The drums you hear throughout the song, Ronnie, is amazing. The violins. I even hear a sprinkle of a guitar, especially in the beginning. I forget. That's what I forgot to mention. I did hear a sprinkle of a guitar every now and then in the beginning. And then, of course, he just he gives the backup singers the show sometimes. I love that engagement he has with them, and it's so tight, and it sounds perfect. They look great. It's just a great show. I really wish I could have seen this live. I really wish I could have went to the International Hotel and saw Elvis live, because it's such a great show. You could tell, and that's something that they put a lot of emphasis on in the film Elvis, which is up now on Patreon and YouTube. But how Elvis, he had complete control, and the orchestra, the backup vocals, they knew what he wanted. They knew how he wanted it, when he wanted it. And everybody is just so precise and ready to go and do what they do. And that's the key to a great performer. When you rehearse, and it's like, sure, you want something to be a certain way, but you let the people that you've chosen, because he did pick this group, this orchestra, and these backup vocalists, excuse me. I chose them for a reason, so let me allow them to do what they do, but in the confines of our performance. I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but if you know what I'm trying to say, you get it. All right. Phenomenal performance. Phenomenal performance. I can't put enough emphasis on how much I love how he puts his own on when he covers a song. That's amazing. I love it. 10 out of 10. This was requested by Jewel Bug, by the way. I'm still getting to all your requests. I promise you. I got you. We're going to knock them down one by one. I think you left me like 4, so I got you. I promise. But, yeah, man, this was absolutely amazing. I appreciate the recommendation, Jewel Bug, and I got you with the rest. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, peace.